Hello dear traders, my name is Gbp2. Welcome to Trading Hero YouTube channel, and we are starting our weekly review. So let's start from myfxbook.com. We started trading from $5,000. Our net profit is $3,929 or 65%. Our maximal drawdown is 33%. We got stop loss on NZD cut last week. So let's take a look at the performance on a monthly basis. We can see this drawdown here. And we also can see the stop loss we got in June 2020. It was smaller, but still like it shows that like the system works with stop losses. We have them, and like even if you get the stop loss, it doesn't mean that the system stops work, cause due to the historical statistics. If we'll take a look at the chart of historical performance, you can see that the drawdown around 30% per year is completely normal for this trading strategy if we speak about conservative trading with it. And the profits that were gained during 13 years, they ensure that this strategy, after it falls, it will come back to trading and will resume bringing us money. So let's take a look at the situation that we have on MetaTrader platform. We are on 1 hour chart. On our first currency pair is Gbp2 Usd. We actually were trading in our upsending trend. Everything was pretty simple. We started selling after retesting the previous high level. And then when market was going up, we were selling, and then we closed our positions with profit here. If we'll take a look at the situation starting from Tuesday, we can say that the market was like in this some kind of a lateral movement in this corridor, and the strategy was not open deals because there were no sufficient deviation to enter the market. So we are waiting for new volatility next week and continue trading with Gbp2 USD. The next currency pair is Australian to United States dollar. We can see the upsending trend as well. The settings for this robot are more aggressive, so we can see a lot of deals that were closed with profit, selling deals, buying deals, and now we have one buying position in the market, and we're waiting for it to be closed with profit the next week. Now the next currency pair is Australian to New Zealand dollar. We have a very strong uptrend. We actually closed our selling position last week, and we were not opening new positions. We're waiting for the market to come down a little bit, and when it starts falling, we'll be buying. We will not be selling against this trend anymore. So we're waiting for new positions next week. The settings for this instrument are more conservative than the ones we use for Australian to United States dollar. And the next currency pair is Australian to Canadian dollar. For these instruments, we also have a trend, but it's a downtrend. And in this case, we can see that we already covered around 1,300 pips, and historically we are at the lowest prices since I think May 2020. It was like the time when the market was bouncing back after the corona crisis fall, and we can predict that there will be a lot of pending buying orders that will push price higher after we trigger these orders. So still we have enough of capacity to stand against the drawdown even if market falls for 1,000 pips and more. So we're waiting for the market to bounce back next week, and we'll continue trading with this currency pair. And the last currency pair, but I think the most interesting pair here, is New Zealand to Canadian dollar. And I can say that this pair, it's very brave, and it actually stood against almost 4,000 pips of movement. Now for New Zealand to Canadian dollar, it's a lot. And I can say that we closed this position with loss because this stop loss was predicted by the system. So we cannot stay in the market when we see that the price came too far, and we cannot handle it anymore, because from a certain point, the losses that we gain with the strategy, they become much more sufficient than the potential profits that we can gain with this strategy. So that's why the bot closed this deal and simply cut all of the trades. So even if the market will bounce back and start growing, it will not mean that like this decision was false, because the market can simply continue falling for several weeks or even days, and like it can cause to lose all of the money that we have on the account. But it's not the way how we work. We trade with 5 trading strategies to diversify our income, and I can say that with those one who joined the strategy and didn't make any sufficient profit right now, I understand that if you would have earned 50 or 100%, it would be much more easy, because you would have known and you about the potential of the strategy, and you actually when you gain something, it's much more easier to stand against the drawdown anyhow. But I can say that I've been training with this strategy for around 5 years, and I can say that it survived even in situations that were worse than the one we have right now, and we're expecting for the market to renew from the next week. And once again, I want to repeat that according to the historical statistics, current drawdown is not something in normal. We had drawdowns for 30%, we had drawdowns for 20%, and in 2008 we had a drawdown of 84%. And if you'll take a look at other assets, like for example Bitcoin, it had a drawdown of more than 80% in 2017. Any indices like Nasdaq, S&P, or Dow Jones, they also had a huge drawdown in 2008. But still, it doesn't mean that if you have a drawdown, that this strategy of this asset will not work. No, it means that you will have to spend some time on covering losses and healing your wounds, but you will come back to the profitable trading within 3 or 6 months. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me on Telegram. Ask any questions. I will support each of you, because I also lost money on this moment, and I know how hard it can be. But for me it's easier because I know how it works. But if you have some doubts, have some questions, please feel free to contact me. I will give you all of the detailed information and support you with this trading strategy. Speaking about our future plans, we continue to resume trading with these strategies. Maybe we will change up some settings for different robots to make it more conservative right now. I will also inform about it in my new videos. So let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and see you next week.